we are going to see about transformer, the introduction of transformer. Transformer is a static device. It transfers electrical energy from one part of the electrical or electronic circuit to other part of circuit without changing the frequency. See the diagram in which the transformer, the red color circle denotes the transformer. There are two types of transformer. One is step up transformer, another one is step down transformer. It transfers electrical energy from one part of the electrical or electronic circuit to other part of circuit without changing the frequency. It works on the principle of Michael Faraday's law of electromagnetic mutual inductance. Now we will see about the principle. It works on the principle of electromagnetic mutual inductance. What is electromagnetic mutual inductance? See the diagram. There are two coils. Coil 1 is the primary coil and coil 2 is the secondary coil. The coil 1 in which the current I1 is changing and the pink color line denotes the magnetic flux and the Eg is the induced flux in the secondary winding, that is also denoted as E2. When the current is provided to the primary winding, it behaves as electromagnet. Due to this, the EMF is induced in the secondary winding. As it comes in the area having magnetic field lines due to primary winding, Vs equal to Ns into d phi by dt, where d phi by dt is the rate of change of flux, Ns is the number of turns in the secondary winding, Vs is the secondary winding voltage. So it is based on the principle of electromagnetic mutual inductance. When the current is provided to the primary winding, it behaves as an electromagnet. Coil 1 will behave as an electromagnet. Due to this, the EMF is induced in the secondary winding. As it comes to the area having the magnetic field lines, that is the flux lines, then is noted as pink color line. Due to primary winding, the voltage is induced in the secondary winding, that is noted as Vs. That Vs is Ns into d phi by dt. It is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Now we will see the construction of transformer. It has a laminated core. What is meant by laminated core? Cores are designed not to have current in it, but still there is a leakage current or the eddy current present in it. To minimize this eddy current, the cores are laminated. The cores are designed not to have current in it, but still there is a leakage current. In order to avoid the leakage current or the eddy current, we are having the laminated core. It minimizes the eddy current. The purpose of lamination is to minimize the eddy current loss. That is the eddy current. Then there will be a winding made up of copper or aluminium. The winding is made up of copper or aluminium coated with very thin layer of insulation. Then tank. There will be a cooling tank. The main function of the conservated tank of transformer is to provide a adequate space for expansion of oil inside the transformer. It is usually cylindrical or cubical. Okay. Then there will be isolation. It is provided by using synthetic oil between core and tank. If there will be any fault occurs in the core, it will not affect the tank. If there will be any fault occurs in the tank, it will not affect the core. Okay. Then there will be a breather. When the temperature changes occur in transformer insulating oil, the oil expands or contracts and there an exchange of air also occurs when transformer is fully loaded. When transformer gets cooled, the oil level goes down and air gets absorbed within. That is the function of the breather. When the temperature changes occur in the transformer insulating oil, the oil expands or contracts and there an exchange of air also occurs when transformer is fully loaded. When transformer gets cooled, then the oil level goes down and the air gets absorbed within. Okay, it is the function of the breather. So the transformer consists of laminated core, winding, isolation and breather. Depends upon the construction and types of winding and types of material used, the transformer is classified. Basis of construction, it is divided into three types. One is core type, another one is cell type, another one is spiral core type. Depends upon the construction, core type, cell type and spiral core type. Depends upon the winding, step up transformer, step down transformer, isolation transformer. And depends upon the material used, oil filled self cooling, oil filled water cooling and air blast. So depending upon the construction, depending upon the winding, number of windings, depending upon the coolant material used, the transformer is classified. Depends upon the construction, core type, cell type and spiral core. Depends upon the winding, step up, step down and isolation. Depends upon the coolant material, oil filled self cooling, oil filled water cooling and air blast. Then basis of construction. For the core type transformer, see the core type transformer. The first one is the core type transformer. In the core type transformer, its core has two limbs. The winding are wounded on two limbs of the core material. The winding are wounded on the two limbs of the core material. For the single phase. For the three phase transformer, there are three limbs. Then cell type transformer, its core has limbs and two windows. See the second diagram. It shows the cell type transformer. Its core has three limbs and two windows. Both the windings are wounded on the central limb, one over the other. Then spiral core transformer. See the third diagram, that is the spiral core transformer. The core constructed is similar to wheels of spokes. The windings are wounded these spokes like structure. Okay. So these are the basic types upon construction. Depends upon construction. Core type, cell type and spiral core. In core type, the core has two limbs. The windings are wounded on two limbs of the core material. In cell type, its core has three limbs and two windows. Both the windings, that is primary winding and secondary winding, are wounded on the central limb. That is one over the other. Then spiral core. So it is similar to the wheel of spokes. The windings are wounded these spokes like structure. Then basics of winding, step up, step down and isolation. Step up transformer. The number of windings on primary side is less than the number of windings on the secondary winding. That is NP is less than NS. NP is denotes the primary winding number of turns and NS is secondary winding number of turns. The number of windings on primary side is less than the number of windings on the secondary side. Then it is called as step up transformer. That is primary winding is having less numbers and NS is having more number of turns. Then step down transformer. The number of winding on primary side are more than the number of windings on the secondary side. The number of windings on the primary side are more than the number of windings on the secondary side. That is NP is greater than NS. Then isolation transformer. The number of windings on primary side are equal to the number of windings on the secondary side. It is used only for the isolation purpose. That is NP equal to NS. That is 1:1 ratio. For step up transformer, NP is less than NS. For step down transformer, NP is greater than NS. And for the isolation transformer, NP equal to NS. Then depends upon the basis of coolant. See the diagram. The first one is the step up transformer. Now the secondary winding number of turns are more compared to the primary windings. And second one is the step down transformer, in which the secondary winding has less number of turns, and third one is the isolation transformer, in which number of windings are equal. Then depends upon the basis of coolant. The transformer is divided into three categories. First one is oil filled self cooling. See the diagram. First one is oil filled self cooling. So oil filled cool type uses small and medium distribution transformers. The assembled windings and core of such transformers are mounted in a welded, oil-tight steel tanks provided with a steel cover. The oil helps in transferring the heat from the core and the winding to the case, from where it is radiated to out the surroundings. Oil-filled self-cool type uses small and medium-sized distribution transformers. The assembled windings and core of such transformers are mounted in a welded, oil-tight steel tanks provided with a steel cover. The oil helps in transferring the heat from the core and the windings to the case, from where it is radiated out to the surroundings. See the diagram. The transformer, the oil flow indicates the arrow mark indicates the oil flow, and there will be a water inlet. It is a tight tank. So next one is oil filled water cooled. This type is used for much more economic construction, since the oil is having more amount of cost but water is having no cost. This type is used for much more economic construction of large transformers. The cooling coil is mounted near the surface of the oil, through which cold water keeps circulating. This water carries the heat from the device. See the second diagram. It is the oil filled water cooled transformer. Oil filled water cooled transformer. So this type is used for much more economic construction of large transformers, but the first one is used for medium size and small size transformer. Second one is used for large size transformer. The cooling coil is mounted near the surface of oil, through which cold water keeps circulating. This water carries the heat from the device. Then air blast. This type is used for transformers that use voltages below 25,000 volt. The transformer is used at houses. See, it is the air blast transformer.